Yo, this is Joseph 3 Banks, aka J3P, coming at you with another contest. This was for Cajun Comics 100 subscriber contest. Congrats, homie. Cajun? Raging Cajun? Yo, real simple contest. Gotta be 18 or over, right? I am. Gotta be subscribed. Been subscribed for a while. Next, it's a two-parter. 5 nostalgic comics for you. I guess that's how we define nostalgia, whether from the characters in the comics, probably from the characters that's on the comics. How is that nostalgic to you growing up? Something that deals back to your past. And also, one item that's not comic related, that's nostalgic to you. So let's do the non-comic related. I'm gonna do that first. It's kind of a lot of things. It's a lot. And I'm gonna kind of flip my camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. This takes me back to my youth, a younger me. And let me just turn the camera this way so you can kind of see. Bam! I was a hip hop head back in the day. We have the Wake Up Show. This is Freestyle Volume number 1. This was their first. If you know Sway, he now works for I think he works for Shady 45, does interviews, stuff like that. And Technic still DJs in California. But these are my cassettes, and this is VHS tape. Yes, guys. Still got them VHS tapes. Still got tapes I've recorded. Remember Yo MT Raps? Those Yo MT Raps days? Still have those. And those are my cassettes. These are the last 5 cassettes that I have. Common Sense, now I can just go on by Common. That's his first album, Can I Borrow a Dollar? And also his Resurrection album, which is still one of my top hip hop albums for me personally that I like. The Boogie Monsters out of New York, they had 2 albums. Their first album, Riders of the Storm. OC, another MC out of New York. He worked with Digging in the Crates, worked with Nas, he worked with AZ, some other people. Guru, his Word Life album, classic. And then Saphir, underground hip hop legend from Oakland, California. Saphir, the Saucy Nomad, Games may know about him. Boxcar Sessions album. Love this album, unorthodox style, dope MC. So let's get to these comics that bring on nostalgia. Running through this. Trying to think which I go first. Let's just go with this one right here. This is probably the earliest nostalgia for me, because when I was in elementary school, I used to go over to my cousin's house. She used to keep me until my parents come and pick me up at her house. And something we used to watch Flintstones, but another show used to pop on, which I didn't understand anime. Really, I don't know if it was called anime at the time, it may have been, but it was this show called Battle of the Planet.
Battle of the Planets. G-Force. 5 incredible young people with superpowers. And watching over them from Center Neptune, 7 Zark 7. Watching, warning against surprise attack by alien galaxies from beyond space. Fearless young orphans protecting Earth's entire galaxy. Always 5, acting as one. Dedicated, inseparable, invincible.
This is Battle of the Planets number 1, Alex Ross cover, shiny, chromium kind of cover. But I used to watch this show sometimes. It was weird. I kind of liked the girl character. I don't know. I was young. So, but this was a very interesting show. Didn't really understand at the time. Didn't know about how Japanese animation, not really understanding. And, you know, we used to have Godzilla come on at the time. And another show which had this golden hero. I forgot his name. I used to watch that after school. So that's one, Battle of the Planets, number one. Another person, a lot of people may have this as one of theirs. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
Thundercats!
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
Thundercats number 12 for Star Comics, which is a offshoot of Marvel. So, you know, hey, Thundercats was a big part of my life. Graphics on that show, especially when it first started off, were really dope for a cartoon. But yeah, I have two Thundercats comics. This is the one of the earlier ones I had. This is from like 80 something. Can't remember what the date. That's number 2. Next, gotta have a Transformers.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
This is Transformers number 33. More than meets the eye. Transformers are a big part of a lot of people's life. I actually like GoBot. Back when I was in the 80s, I liked GoBots actually better than Transformers for some weird reason. But Transformers, I still wish I had those Transformer. I had like the fire truck. I had another one. I wish I still had those, man. But yeah, Transformers gotta be a part of your life, right? Especially if you grew up in the 80s. And that was me. Another one, if you knew about Looney Tunes, you had some type of connection to Looney Tunes. And we watched them. Yes, Saturday morning cartoons. Come on. Saturday morning cartoons. Oh, man. Now y'all have Cartoon Network. But hey, we had to wait till after school to watch cartoons or Saturday morning. This is one of the characters. Marvin the Martian. This is the Martian Manhunter and Marvin the Martian book. They had the little bringing together of DC and Looney Tunes. Number 1. It was actually a dope story. I kind of like this story. Marvin and, you know, the Martian Manhunter thinking that he's finding some type of connection to another Martian, and yeah, he had to find out Marvin, and then he had a classic comic in the back of it. But this was a very funny story. But Marvin the Martian, how he used to battle Bugs Bunny, it was just so funny to me. But the last one, another Alex Ross cover, Space Goes. this was a very interesting show back in the days. He was very powerful too, really dope. Then he had the part where he ended up being like a talk show host. Is that for Cartoon Network? I don't know. He started doing the talk shows and he got kind of goofy, but really Space Ghost is a really dope character. Him and Future Quest. So this is very, very dope. Yeah, so that's my contest entry for Cajun Comics, man. Congratulations, 100. You probably 200, 300, 500 very soon. But you're probably over 200. I forget where you're at now. That's my entry. Hope you dig the nostalgia, taking it back. I love these contests, especially ones that take you back to your childhood, make you think back about those old shows and the older things you used to like back in the days. Because I grew up in the 80s. That's when I was in elementary school and going into high school. So hope you did the contest. This is Joseph 3 Banks, aka J3B, and I am out. Grace and peace.